it was a great experience constructing something and finally doing something that is not only on the computer or in paper, but it is physical. And being part of the whole experience, we learned a lot about the construction, about the properties of our designs that we should focus on more, that we might not have learned if we are just sitting in the school looking at the computers.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a very useful project.
Can I close it down?
You can orbit this. Can you orbit the computer?
Okay. Perfect.
Start changing.
This corner here is almost impossible.
That way is easier to
Or you want this, which is maybe the best one for the wind.
En definitiva, tienen que fabricar cuántas?
230.
280.
András.
Marta,
Julia,
Andrea, Phoebe,
Deran.
Ksenia,
Han,
Gabriela,
Augusta,
Julia.
The team, I think it's very mixed because we are from all over the world, so we have different cultural backgrounds and very different personalities. And I think we worked really, really well together.
I would describe my experience of building this space for wine tasting as rewarding, as we started it from the very, very basic construction. Think about the construction strategies and also adjusting the design to that, completing the design from absolutely nothing using very few parameters that we had to respect throughout the design, and we ended up with something constructed, physical, that we can walk inside.
My experience here was amazing because first of all we were in such a beautiful place to build something on, and the second one is I feel like I've learned a lot because I was not expecting this much work and this much commitment to the project from all of us.
I think the team dynamic was really good actually. We came together really well. I mean, it's not necessarily people that you always associate yourself with or like just hang around with when you're back at university, so to spend a time with a group of people that aren't normally put together was absolutely amazing, and actually to have the help and sort of the knowledge from the second years as well I think was a really valuable part of the trip, because you know they do have slightly more knowledge than us and they managed to pass that on to us, so overall we felt like we were really learning as well as enjoying ourselves.
I imagined something much smaller in terms of height. I could not see ourselves building something as tall as 8 meters, but I'm proud of it, and I'm really glad that I've managed to see it all up and can't wait to see what's going to happen with it next.
I think the hardest task actually was the very first construction of the columns, when we realised we had to make 21 of them and they all had to be exactly the same, like not even a tiny bit different from one another. It just seemed like an impossible task, and actually for a while it was an impossible task. I mean, getting them to lie flat and stuff like that was just crazy difficult, and it took us hours and hours. We did some really long days trying to get those done, but once they were completed it was just like one of the best points of the trip, where we realised that these like main points of the structure were done and were right, which was really great.
Most enjoyable part was after spending days and days of physical hard work constructing the facades, bring them up together and see the space come together from the components.
I feel amazing. Now that it's nearly there, to see it on the last day is just like the best thing in the world. I mean, it doesn't seem like that long since we actually arrived, and in order to have gotten from that point to the point in which it's at now is just incredible. I'm really sad to be leaving, actually. I don't want it to end. Yeah.
Being in a construction I've designed with my colleagues and we have constructed is like a real good experience, because you are like experiencing what you think about in the design process, and like the final time of it. It's like finishing the experience from the really first day with just we're working with paper, and now being like drinking wine here is really exciting for me. About Korean itself, it's been really easy to work with it, because from the starting we work with paper that is kind of the same, because you can work with cuts and foldings and
Yes.
Korean, after knowing the process and with people from the laboratory, we get to understand really well the Korean. So it's basically about heating it and then thermofolding it so that you can make whatever form you want, using molds, sanding it and making cuts with CNC machines. All the design is based basically in three things. The smelling part, that is related with the holes we've designed, like for letting the wind go through the construction. Also about the the watching part, like with the white Korean, that is like the best option for letting you like recognize the real color of it. And then the views we have here with all the vineyards, Marrodo countryside, and it's like what we've designed is what now we can use and we can enjoy here.
I have to say that it was a great pleasure to work with people that we had like different backgrounds, and we were from all over the world. And I really enjoyed getting familiar with different cultures and different people. And about the workshop, constructing a one-to-one scale structure, it's really enjoyable because you're you're in all parts from designing to the end of the construction. So it's a whole package experience that it was I'm really happy that I had the chance to be in part. So.
Watch out, watch out. Leave it.
Living and working in the same place, it was a new experience for me, and it's really good. Because since I was a child, I really like to visit and to live in a winery because I really love vineyards.
We're getting wild.
be really happy.
Okay, I'll take this one. Well, and we have to cheers, no?
Yeah, wait.
Cheers.
All together.
Eye contact.
Eye contact, no? Well done. Oh, we have a problem.
No.
We have a problem. We have wine.